keyboard exchange international.
Hi folks, Jim Huss speaking with you from Keyboard Exchange International in sunny Sanford, Florida. It is sunny today and it is hot. No hotter than this smoking hot Hammond B3 that's been going through a restoration process over the course of the last several months, with an absolutely gorgeous, perhaps the most beautifully refinished Leslie speaker I have seen in my entire life. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Look at the grain on that Leslie. Beauty is one thing, sound is another. This organ sounds amazing, and I've been testing the reverb feature that has been recently added. When we add a reverb system to an organ, it's completely adjustable from the console, and the customer wanted a reverb system. It's adjustable from nothing to way too much. So you'll usually find a spot in the middle that's acceptable and desirable. And the beautiful thing is it's totally adjustable by the musician from the console. So this instrument has been on reserve with a large deposit until it could get to the point where the customer had a substantial down payment. Now we're getting ready to deliver it into the state of Texas. We go to Texas, we go to Chicago, we go to New York, and anything that's within driving distance, usually east of the Mississippi, we will go. And in that process, the logistics involved are to try to find a few people who can share the cost of the deliveries, and then on the way home we like to buy organs and pick up organs. So the truck goes out full, sometimes with a trailer, and then it comes back full. And trucking companies do this every day. They have to be practical. So we try to be practical too, and it's one of the reasons we've been able to stay in business through thick and thin for 54 plus years, through economic recessions, through pandemics, through the Great Recession. We managed to survive by being practical. So you can be practical by working with us too, by planning ahead. So if you have always wanted a B3, like the customer who's getting this B3, he has always dreamed of wanting one, and we worked with him. We sent him, I don't know, quite a few videos and pictures. He's been watching our website for a good long time, And finally he saw one that he liked, and we matched it up. I think we matched this organ to one he liked based on the year of production. Now we have a pretty standardized internal restoration process that we do to all the organs, so everything we work on sounds great when it's done. However, it will sound like it will based on the era, a 5 to 8 year period of production cycle, because B3s and C3s were made for a 20-year production cycle. During that time, the factory would get a call from the manufacturer of capacitors, for example, and say, we have to change the design of our capacitors, cover them with mylar, which is like a type of plastic, instead of covering them with paper and wax, and they're going to be much more long-term. They'll have longer longevity. The paper and wax capacitors on the tone generators, however, sometimes, if they've been well kept in an environmentally controlled atmosphere, there's nothing sometimes that could ever sound better than them, so we don't change those. We only change them if they've been subjected to heat and humidity. Now I'm talking about the capacitors on the tone generator. The capacitors and some resistors and the vacuum tubes in the preamp of the organ, well, that all gets updated with newer parts. And we know which parts to replace and which parts not to replace based on a long history of working on these instruments. So the idea is to take a 60-year-old organ, these are an average of 60 years old, and make them ready for the next 50 or 60 years. Now the people who buy them from us are still going to be responsible for normal maintenance and preventative care. We can provide that under our warranty for at least the first 5 years and beyond if someone would want to, but it's an optional thing after 5 years, and it's also optional after the first 90 days. You get your first 90 days warranty for absolutely no additional cost. After that, we ask for an annual service fee, but that includes us coming out, doing preventative maintenance, and we're happy to teach you how to do that. In fact, we have videos that explain that, so you know how to oil it. You'll get an 8-year supply of oil from us. And there's a whole lot of stuff that we've learned over the last 54 years. And we're happy to share that information with our customers and the people that sell organs to us. Now, thank you so much to those of you who have sold a family heirloom to us, as in this case. I mean, this is just a gorgeous piece of furniture, and that's what we try to find. We try to find the best organs from all over the country so that we can bring them in here, run them through our restoration process, and then offer them to our new good friend like Charles, who's getting this organ in Texas. And from watching the weather report, I can see it's hot there too. But we'll get there. We have an air-conditioned truck. The drivers are fond of that. And in the meantime, this organ is so hot I have to put my sunglasses on. It's so shiny. Thanks for your time and attention. And to you, Charles, this is your B3. By this time next week, you'll be sitting here making your own video to show us. Thank you. God bless you all. Thanks for watching our video, and thank you also for helping keep the Hammond tone wheel B3 organ alive. We couldn't do all this work that we do here without you. And it would also help greatly if you could subscribe, like, ask for notifications for when we have new videos. That would be a big help for us. So we thank you once again. I'm signing off for now, but we will be back.